It was 6, he's now up to 7. If he gets a 2-pointer, he would set his personal best in 2s as well. Oh, he wants another 3. You are kidding me. This is insane. Sasha Vezenkov, what are you doing? We don't believe it, none of us do. For Nigel Hayes-Davis in March, last March, against Alba for Fenerbahce, of course. 3 more triples for Vezenkov, and he's broken it. Oh, and he can also
break. He pulls him out to the perimeter, taking the ring road around the defense, turns to face him now. Guard against centre, risky pass picked off by Fournier. And Williams-Goss fires it in. Vezenkov with the now you see it, now you don't move. The magic from Sasha to raise the roof here in Piraeus.
Vezenkov, he establishes his shot. He's able to get up. Look at the pass here by Vezenkov. The 2 birds flying through the air to Athens night.
It's poetry in Piraeus. Grant looking back out. This time the runner off the mark. Lassalle crashing the glass to no avail. Quarterback pass to Vezenkov, who gets it and won in the final 1 second of the half.
Tim, they are executing their game plan perfectly.
Kissick pushing. Well, how do you lose Vezenkov like that in transition for 3?
He's guarding Thomas Walkup here. Back to Sasha Vezenkov for 3, and he strings it. A top scorer potentially, and Luka Vildoza top in terms of tenacity. And down the track and to the rack goes the flying. Your Turkish Airlines flight time. Vildoza, the steal, the save, the fall. Started the fast break that ended up in the hands of Sasha, who soared. Vezenkov right up to the rack.
FS 0 for 2 from 3-point land. Wow, Mustafa foul becomes facilitated, and this is part of the game we're seeing more and more now.
This does it under the Spanoulis banner here in Piraeus. A 2-point game. Vezenkov will put it in and 1. If in doubt, turn to Olympiacos' MVP. It had to be Sasha to go and seal it on his homecoming. On 2 of 3 shooting on his return for Hoare. It's Vezenkov. He'll shoot over the top of Hoare. And that's back-to-back buckets for Sasha.
Vezenkov down low, the double team comes, the ball gets moved on, and Papanikolaou confidently steps up and strokes the triple.
The first 11 games before Spanoulis, 4.5 assists a game for him. Since Spanoulis' arrival, 6 assists a game. But that time the turnover. And Vezenkov, right. Here's the transition attack, Laurentjakis to Vezenkov, who now has 9 points. Says he wants to be known as the Greek Sir Alex Ferguson. Eurosport Zokas says Vezenkov puts it in. Olympiacos hunting down that title with the signings of Vezenkov, Fournier and Dorsey this summer. They want to go to the next level. They want to celebrate in their centenary year.
In this matchup between the 2 teams tied for 3rd place, Vezenkov looking to ice the game. Ouch. And Sasha Vezenkov with the 3. He's been relatively quiet tonight.
Viewers here, when you score in the last 2 minutes, the clock stops.
Yeah, and
it went right back inside to Papanikolaou, who had Capasso down low.
It's been a lot of Fournier and nothing else so far for Olympiacos. There's Vezenkov, pump fake, takes a dribble, and he's on the board.
So Musa goes down on the other side looking for the foul. He stays on the floor, and all of a sudden you're in a 5-on-4.
I don't think they ever played together with France. Bobois coming to the sort of twilight of his career. Vezenkov pivots, got it. Mike Dahl again. He's giving you everything in terms of energy and effort. Oh, Vezenkov, what a great pass by Vezenkov. And Milutinov with the stuff.
Milutinov, is the foul going to come? Throws the shoulder, no call. And eventually Vezenkov ends up with the ball in his hand. Hall looks at the referee as if to say, you're going to call something.
On the bench, who's a good player. And don't forget about Shaquille McKissick, who, oh, by the way, is averaging double digits. Vezenkov making it rain. I tell you what, it's going to be a long night for Maccabi if they don't dig in and defend.
Vezenkov, up fake, puts it on the floor this time. A couple of dribbles and a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for Sasha. If in doubt, turn to Olympiacos' MVP. Vezenkov having checked. Williams-Goss working with foul. Vezenkov, he didn't play in that game, of course, and right on cue, he knocks down a three. Assists with only 2 turnovers, shooting superbly, starting.
Williams-Goss. Vezenkov putting it on the floor, getting to the rim. Kicks it out to Peters in the corner. I said, if you lose him.
Now looking for 10 straight wins. 13 the gap, it's not over yet. Especially with Olympiacos turning it up on defense. Williams-Goss will put it in. So Foul won't shoot the 3, so the defense collapses away from him. They hand off to Sabanli, and then Vezenkov just determined to get himself going. Hitting the target time and time again, and that one cancelling out Sasha's first.
Vezenkov, let's fly. Oh my goodness, nothing but nylon. Oh my goodness.
Olympiacos looking for their largest lead of the night in the final 2 minutes. Vezenkov. Whoa! This is Piraeus. MVP revenge.
I was just about to say it, and they waited too.
Vezenkov will try and cancel it out. Effortlessly and amazingly again. And the defense really the key to launching that offense. They scored 24 points.
So foul, pushed out of the low post. Sasha Vezenkov drops a 3-pointer to become the night's first double-digit scorer. Where Olympiacos went ahead by 12 on a couple of occasions before being subjected to a 3-minute scoring drought and a run of...
Off the glass, good finish by Kozer. 37 years of age, still performing at the top level. Vezenkov strings it.
And they get it back quickly again. He almost loses it. Get it to Vezenkov. Here he is, inside, and one! Sasha Vezenkov with a chance for a 3-point play. He's still on the hunt for this record. Larentzakis with the move to shoot the 3.
Had Milutinov now, it's with Gabriel.
Olympiacos pushing the pace and using their passing. And the foul in the corner! A surely not shot! Sasha Vezenkov, unplayable.
We say Isikala, Sasha from the corner, foul, going down.
One of the shots of the season from potentially the player of the season. And they've got to go really quick. Lorenzo Brown, who's not played too much, needed to shoot, didn't. And Olympiacos are going to win the derby of the eternal enemies.
Oh my goodness. Well, you can't defend that. That is just, I think you could see from the face of Vezenkov, he knew that was coming. Look at this though. He's falling over. That's a playground shot. That's incredible.
Nice play from the start, but Fournier misses. And if you don't have one superstar hitting the target, how about another to frustrate the opposition?
Early exchanges, nothing to panic about just yet. Vezenkov gets Osmani off balance, drops inside. Foul for the M1.
Turnover. Vildoza. Vezenkov into Fournier. The two new superstars aligning. Sasha to Evan, who points an appreciation at the pass. Quick recognition. And as always, excellent basketball IQ. Vezenkov. Off the footwork, three-point shot for him. Hits every inch of the iron before going down, and Olympiacos lead from 7 down. With the youthful exuberance of a 22-year-old does so. Vezenkov delivers the underarm harm. This game, Monaco were up by 8 at the end of the first period. As we see these moves from Vezenkov, again he's putting the ball up. Barca only had 1 turnover until the last few moments. They've had 2 in succession. Vezenkov to right. He'll go right to the rack again, trying to tear it down. Moses Rice back.
There's 2 players you wouldn't have picked for that status before the game started. Foul, extra pass out from Vezenkov to Peters, who takes advantage with his second triple.
Trying to use his body to ward off Fournier. Fournier stripped it. Papanikolaou, Vezenkov, Papanikolaou!